Tomorrow, Cubs action heats up at Wrigley as the Northsiders do battle with the arch-rival Cards. Don't miss a division rivalry driven by Mazda. Cubs, Cardinals, tomorrow night at 6:30 on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Blast Sportsnet Central update. A programming reminder here from your friends at Comcast Sportsnet. Game 6 between the Blackhawks and Coyotes is live right now on the CSN main channel. And the White Sox and A's will face off on Comcast Sportsnet Plus 2 at 9 o'clock. We've got you covered on another big night of Chicago sports. Now back to Len and Bob at the friendly confines.
All right, Cap, thanks very much. Cubs trailing 2-1. They got their run in the first as Soto grounds one foul. Not much margin for error. The Cardinals, one of the best teams in baseball, off to a great start, and a good pitcher's duel here.
Yeah, really good pitcher's duel. Matt Garza's thrown the ball extremely well. Ran into some problems there in that top half of the fourth inning, but still featuring some really good stuff. Came back after a very short bottom half of that inning.
Yeah, drop by Furcal and an error. Let's see if the Cubs can take advantage. We saw a ton of defensive miscues on both sides over the weekend against the Reds.
I mentioned earlier in the show the Cardinals were leading the National League for fewest errors with 8 on the season. This will be number 9 as Furcal tried to backhand that ball. Giovanni Soto running down that first baseline probably had plenty of time to step around in front and crow hop across the diamond and make his throw, but chooses to go to the backhand and can't play it cleanly.
Here's Reed Johnson. Grounded out his first time up. And a one bouncer for Call gets another chance, and they turn 2. Scalded by Johnson on one hop to Furcal, and that's exactly what a veteran infielder wants after committing an error. Hit it to me again.
You're right. Reed Johnson hit it right on the nose. Unfortunately, right at Furcal, who stabs that high bouncer out of midair. Cardinals turn it into a really quick double play, and we're on the verge of another real fast Cubs inning here.
Mather really taking his time getting ready to hit. Garcia was chomping at the bit to throw a pitch. Ball 1.
I mean, if you can't be patient enough to take some pitches in the at-bat, do something else. Tie your shoe, get something in your eye, somehow extend this inning a little bit more.
Nasty changeup, 1-1. Well, the Cubs again tonight. Not hitting for power. 3 hits. They've all been singles. 2 of them in the first inning were infield hits.
I think we're going to see one tonight, though. And this kind of night, the ball will jump. You get it up in the air with some authority. No wind at all right now. Question is, will Jaime Garcia make some mistakes that the Cubs can elevate?
And ball 4. Maybe a little bit of a workaround situation. A lot of changeups in that sequence. Garza will head to the batter's box.
And once again, in keeping with the theme of extending this bottom half of the inning, personally, I'd like to see Matt Garza take until he gets a strike. He's probably not going to hit anything that's going to score Joe Mather from first base. So try to make Jaime Garcia throw as many pitches as you can see in this at bat.
Went after ball 1. An error, a double play, and then a 2-out walk. And a 1-1 pitch to Garza. Bounced into right. Late swing, and it worked out well as he found the hole on the right side.
Sometimes the worst swings get the best results. Just pounded that ball down into the ground to the right side of the field. But fortunately for Matt Garza and the Cubs, you see Carpenter holding on. Joe Mather at first has no range to get to that bouncer. It gets through for a base hit.
If you're wondering, for Matt Garza, that is his 7th career hit. In his 84th official at bat. And a curveball catches the outside corner for a strike to DeJesus. I'm overstating it, Bob, to say that for Matt Garza, in terms of all around hitting, defense, and he hasn't pitched that badly tonight. This might be his best overall game when you consider how much he has struggled with the other facets. Mather was dancing off second, and Garcia stepped off. Nobody's expecting Matt to be a Silver Slugger winner at the plate or a Gold Glover on the mound, but just make the routine plays, get the bunts down, and tonight he has done that.
Like any player at any level, you want to get better. It doesn't matter what you've achieved in your career, if you've been an MVP in the league or a Cy Young winner on the mound. You have to feel like there are always things you can improve upon, and Matt showed us last year he had some things that he needed to improve upon, and he's working very hard on it.
DeJesus strikes out. The Cubs leave 2, an error, a walk, a hit, no runs. Off to the 6th. Still Cardinals 2, Cubs 1.
When a screen becomes this good, colors are more vibrant. Words are pin sharp. Everything is more brilliant. Because when a screen becomes this good, it's simply you and the things you care about. The stunning Retina display on the new iPad.
Do you work for Toyota?
Yes.
Is it true the 2012 Camry has a lot of new features but costs less than last year?
Yes.
How is that even possible? I mean, is this thing even working? Do you find yourself uncontrollably attracted to me?
No.
No, it's working.
Right now, lease a brand new 2012 Camry LE for just $199 a month. And get a lot for less. Toyota.
Want total access to Major League Baseball? Then you need Xfinity and MLB Network. You'll get over 125 live regular season games with live look-ins from around the league, plus 24/7 inside access, so you're there for all of baseball's biggest stories. With Xfinity from Comcast, the best seat in the house is in your house. Sign up for the HD Premier XF Triple Play or ask about other bundles starting as low as $99 a month for a year. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Call today.
It's finally here. A Taco Supreme and a shell made of real nacho cheese Doritos. And yes, it's everything you dreamed it could be. The new Doritos Locos Tacos. Sometimes you gotta live más.
Time now once again for tonight's AT&T mobility question. We'll answer it. Since 1900, who has the most hits in the first 300 games as a Cub? I can't say I've ever heard of Jigger Stats. Have you?
No, but he put up some good stats.
Yes, he did. So did Rogers Hornsby, who would later go to the Hall of Fame. Bill Madlock, Billy Herman, and there's Starlin Castro.
You combine Rick Stevenson with Jigger Stats, you'd have Rick's Stats.
I like Stats. S-T-A-T-Z. That's a good baseball name. Well, when Starlin Castro starts putting himself amongst a group of guys we've never heard of, that's usually pretty good, because that means they played a long time ago. So Garza tries to keep the Cardinals right where they are. By the way, Jigger Stats was from Waukegan, Illinois. Played in the big leagues from 1919 to 1928. We are looking up his splits against Jamie Moyer. His full name was Arnold John Stats. Bobby was 5'7", 150 pounds. He played center field for the Giants, the Braves, the Cubs, and the Dodgers. So now you know.
Now you know.
I'm looking at it here. 8 years, hit .285. And a ton of hits early on with the Cubs. There's lefty James Russell up in the Cubs bullpen. High fly ball for Reed Johnson in center. He puts up the right hand, telling Soriano, I've got it, and he does.
Time to take a look at our Coors Light freeze cam, appropriately enough, involving David Freese. That hit by pitch, somewhat controversial. Cubs thought it might have hit the bat. Home plate umpire Tim Sheeta said no, it got him on the hand. Painful way to reach first base.
Slider called strike. Well hit down the right field line, but slicing foul. Philip Umber, as you would imagine, was the American League Player of the Week.
Why?
After his perfect game on Saturday, called strike 3.
Won't be a perfect game for Matt Garza tonight, but that's a perfect pitch right there. Nasty slider, good downward movement for a called strike 3 on a very dangerous Cardinal hitter.
Freddie Freeman of the Braves, 11 hits, 3 homers, 14 RBIs as the Braves won 5 of 6 last week. He's the National League Player of the Week. Two strikes on Yadier Molina. On a hop, it's backhanded by Castro. And that's the inning, a 1-2-3 sixth. Still 2-1, St. Louis.
Tell us about the Accord.
Car and driver's 10 best.
How many times?
A record 26 times.
Interesting.
What about safety?
Overall 5-star safety rating.
Interesting.
It's perfect.
不要太过分。
我知道，可是我太喜欢。
不要让他知道。
可是好漂亮。
让我解决，看我办事。So Brian, what kind of deal are we looking at here?
We have some really good offers going on right now.
Really?
Really.
Okay, we'll take it.
好极了，现在我开始准备文件。
Well-qualified buyers can get an Accord for 0.9% financing and no first month's payment during the Really Big Sales event. Real deals, big inventory at your Honda dealer.
Look, they got new menu items.
Hi, Jay.
We'll have the strawberry banana smoothie, chicken strips, and the garden fresh salad.
Here you go.
You know, Jay, we do have a drive-thru. I know.
The new menu options. Come and get it at Burger King.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna get them all right?
Yes.
Okay.
P.
Good. And this?
N.
Yes. And this one is?
P.
Good. And what's this?
Cubs win.
That's right. Cubs win. That's my girl.
We're as obsessed as you are. Sportsnet Central, every night at 6:30, 10, 10:30 midnight on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend. Every weeknight, only one show covers Chicago sports the right way. Chicago Tribune Live. Join host David Kaplan in a nightly roundtable with Chicago's biggest sports stars, celebrities, and journalists as they tackle every angle of the sports world.
It really is an exciting time to be a Chicago Cub. And probably hit me with these questions, Captain. It's been a while. So this is my first time in the studio, and you're nailing me on the spot.
Chicago Tribune Live, presented by Captain Morgan. Every weeknight on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend.
Wednesday, Bulls basketball is on Comcast Sportsnet. Don't miss a minute of the action as D. Rose and the crew look to take down the pesky Pacers in Indy. Coverage begins at 5:30 with McDonald's Bulls pregame live. Bulls Pacers Wednesday night at 5:30 only on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend.
Jaime Garcia holding the Cubs to just one run through 5. He has a 2-1 lead. Then a called strike on a fastball to Darwin Barney. Beautiful. What a beautiful night. Bounced up the middle. Base hit. Second of the night for Barney.
Very well placed bouncer by Darwin Barney. Off that hard dirt out in front of home plate. Rafael Furcal, the shortstop, you can see is shading a couple steps toward the hole. And that one will trickle through for his second base hit of the game for Darwin Barney.
Fastball low and away to Castro. Extended his hitting streak to 11 in that first inning single. Cubs have averaged 6.7 runs per win. Under 3 in their losses. 6, 4, 3, dug out by Carpenter. Boy, double play balls have been a huge friend to Jaime Garcia. In his last start at Cincinnati, he got 4 of them. And tonight, double plays in back-to-back innings in the 5th and 6th.
Boy, and you really have to give a lot of the credit to second baseman Tyler Green on this particular double play. First shot we showed you, Rafael Furcal could not get the ball out of his glove. A very slow flip onto second base. Tyler Green knew that Darwin Barney was going to be right on top of him, and he still turns the double play. All about timing these double plays, and normally a play like this, that will be enough to ruin the timing, and you won't be able to get the guy at first. But Tyler Green hung in there, took the hit, made a strong throw onto first for the out.
kick and the 1-2 fouled back by Alfonso. Coming up a little later on, the 7th inning stretch, Howard Moore, UIC head men's basketball coach, will conduct the stretch. Pop fly out into right. And Beltran with a catch. Still 2-1. We head off to the 7th from the friendly confines.
We have more than 3,000 daily flights on Southwest Airlines, and that gives you thousands of options to fly. Where you want, when you want. Starting June 3rd, you can fly our new nonstop service from Midway to Oklahoma City for just $160 one way. Book all of our destinations only at southwest.com.
Hi, Mom. I got it.
Bravo, Alex. You're officially an actress. And waitress, dog walker, and flower hand router, but mostly an actress. You just booked the coveted role of coffee patron number 4.
I even have a line. My line is a latte, please. I don't know, is she French? You know? Latte, please.
Good thing AT&T gives you unlimited calling to any mobile, so you can call everyone.
I know I have to say latte, but I feel like my character would drink tea.
Get unlimited calling to any mobile phone on any network when you get unlimited messaging. Rethink possible.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. We're just taking a sample of all of our different items in our festival of shrimps so we can describe them to our customers.
Red Lobster's Festival of Shrimp starts now. For just $12.99, pair any 2 of 9 exciting shrimp creations, like new barbecue glazed shrimp or crab stuffed shrimp.
The crab stuffed shrimp are awesome.
Very creamy.
That's keeper.
Shrimp skewer.
Sweet, smoky.
Delicious. Any combination, just $12.99.
So what are y'all's favorites? Everything. We're servers at Red Lobster, and we see food differently.
It's time to experience greatness, to throw history out the window and write the future. Legends will be made, and one team's destiny will be fulfilled. Time will tell how this story ends, but it begins on Comcast Sportsnet.
The Cubs are proud to present the first ever social media night at Wrigley Field on Wednesday, May 16th against the Phillies. Your Budweiser bleacher ticket includes a gift bag with a pack of social media baseball cards, often including a player autograph and a pregame panel featuring Bears kicker Robbie Gould. For more info and to purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com/special events. Bottom 3 for the Redbirds, starting with Matt Carpenter. Jaime Garcia has been very efficient, only 65 pitches through 6 innings. 45 of those have been strikes. And with his team leading, nobody up in the bullpen, he'll probably take his at bat here as Carpenter grounds out. Now Green, the number 8 hitter. It's very quiet in the Cardinal pen, but James Russell still throwing in the Cubs bullpen.
Second baseman number 27, Tyler Green.
Blew that one right past him for a strike. Lofted to right. DeJesus will get it. So 2 quick outs. That'll bring up Garcia. And Howard Moore, UIC basketball coach, coming up with our 7th inning stretch.
Pitcher number 54, Jaime Garcia.
Cubs' next opponent, the Philadelphia Phillies. They're in Arizona tonight. The Diamondbacks got 3 in the bottom of the first off Kyle Kendrick. A 4-game series starting Friday night in Philly. The 5-time defending NL East champs right now with Cliff Lee, Brian Howard, and Chase Utley all on the DL. And they're in last in their division at 7-9. Mentioned the Giants beat the Mets earlier today 6-1 in the first of a doubleheader. Well, they're leading 7-1 in the nightcap. Nate Scherholtz has had a huge day. He's got 2 triples in the doubleheader. 1 in the first game, 1 in the second.
Garcia just looks like a hitter. The way he digs around in the batter's box, knocks the dirt out of his cleats. He looks like he's very comfortable in that left-handed batter's box.
Garza trying to put him away inside on a fastball. 2-2.
I mean, some guys you can tell without even knowing that it's a pitcher at the plate, just by the way they take their at bat, the way they get in the batter's box.
Swing and a miss. Time for the Captain Morgan 7th inning stretch.
Tonight's guest conductor for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, UIC men's basketball coach Howard Moore.
All right, Cub fans, let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's go, Cubbies. Let's get some runs. Go Black Hawk.
The 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Captain Morgan. Raise your glass always in moderation. To life, love, and loot.
Step into the black. The new darker, bolder spice rum from Captain Morgan.
Look at that Angus steak. I'm going in.
Show's over.
Asian steakhouse quality is now at Panda. New Shanghai Angus steak with Angus top sirloin, only at Panda Express.
Wednesday, the Southsiders close out a West Coast road trip in an afternoon matchup with the A's. Coverage begins at 2 with White Sox pregame live. White Sox A's, Wednesday at 2 on your home for White Sox baseball. Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals still leading the Cubs 2-1. Great job by Howard Moore, the head men's basketball coach at UIC, University of Illinois Chicago. Got a nice singing voice.
Well, thank you. It's obviously my wife doesn't allow me to do that very much at home, so I had to take the opportunity to do it in front of a few thousand fans.
Chicago native. And you've been an assistant coach at other places, but I'm sure it's good to be home, right?
It's great to be home. You know, to be a head coach, to do what I've dreamt of doing for a long period of time, and to do it in front of my home friends, family, you know, just everyone I care about, is great.
1-2 on Jeff Baker.
And the word is you're going to recruit heavily in your hometown, right?
Absolutely.
You want to hit Chicago.
Absolutely.
A lot of good ball players
in
here.
Illinois. Just the whole state. I spent 4 years of my career down in Peoria at Bradley. Built some great ties down there.
David Freese will get Baker. Jeff has grounded out 3 times, and let's check out the ceremonial first pitch.
Uh-oh.
All right. How did it feel?
It felt good. I think I got killed on Twitter by stepping in front of the mound. I wasn't too concerned about where I was position-wise. I was just trying to get it to the plate.
Well, you did.
All right. Miss Illinois showed me up in a lot of ways, more ways than one. So just trying to do my part.
Swing and a miss on a changeup by Soto. Tell us about your program.
Well, we're going into our 3rd year, and we're trying to establish a winning tradition. Again, Coach Collins did a great job in the late 90s, early 2000s, and now we're trying to reestablish those winning ways at UIC. And we're getting closer. We had a great recruiting class. This will be our 2nd class coming in this year. And we've got 5 guys signed, and we're looking to bring in a couple more here late. And we're really excited about the possibilities for next season.
1-2 on Soto. The Cubs have trailed since the Cardinals got 2 runs in the 4th inning. The dirt 2-2. Well, we've got to ask you from Chicago, Cubs fan, White Sox fan growing up. You're wearing a Cubs jersey, just remember.
Yeah,
that.
I know. Growing up, loved both. I don't know if you got in the 80s, there was this thing where the Sox had this program where if you got perfect attendance in public schools, you would get free White Sox tickets. They sucked me in. That's how they got me. It was tough to get a ticket here in the 80s, man. So, became a very avid Sox fan, but never hated the Cubs and always liked the guys like Jody Davis and Ryan Sandberg. Leon Durham was my guy. That was my inspiration of growing a goatee when I got older and I could get some facial hair because I thought Leon Durham had the coolest goatee ever. So, yeah.
Reed Johnson will tap it foul. Well, Coach Moore, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it very much. And best of luck in 2012 with the Flames. All right?
Thank you very much for having me. All right. Good to see you guys.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Howard Moore, great job with the 7th inning stretch tonight. Coach is leaving us some gifts, partner.
Uh-oh.
Let's check it out here. Uh-oh. There you go.
Flames, I like it.
Very nice. Extra large. This one's for you. Zio 2. Swing and a miss. That changeup has been filthy. Through 7. Still 2-1. Cardinals.
Others are content to imitate. We'll continue to innovate. The Lexus RX. Why settle for a copy when you can own the original? See your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer.
Find thousands of items on sale in the Menards Spring Catalog. Keep your home secure with QuickSet. Right now, all smart key lock sets are on sale. This Juno entry knob in a satin nickel finish is $19.99. The Tustin entry lever in Venetian bronze finish is $34.99. Save energy and money with the Larson Storm Door. The Aurora Midview model features full-function lift and tilt blinds between the glass for privacy and convenience. Only $299.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Looking for the perfect place to entertain your best customers and guests this summer? Why not bring them to the ballpark? The Nuveen Investment Suites can accommodate anywhere from 15 to 55 guests and include food, beverage, and parking. To book your premier experience at the ballpark, visit Cubs.com/suites or call 773-404-4200. James Russell, the left-hander, is on as the Cardinals will have the top of their order here in the 8th. Garza was good tonight, Bob.
Yeah, he was good. Just had that little hiccup in the 4th inning. Gave up the back-to-back hits to start the inning. Hit David Freese later in the inning. Looked like he might be able to escape, but you got to score more than 1 run. Give your pitcher a chance.
Got 2 runs in 7 innings. You'd take that from every starter.
Every day.
And Mike Matheny hasn't had to think a whole lot about going to his bullpen. His starter has been excellent tonight and getting quick outs. This is trouble. It's going to land foul. Baker could not get to it. I don't know if there's any such thing as a soft landing, Bob, when you've never managed before and you get to this level if you're Mike Matheny. But this is about as an ideal a situation as you can be in. Now, he is replacing Tony La Russa, but he's got a very good roster. And just talking to people around the Cardinals, they've been ahead so much. He hasn't had to make a lot of terribly difficult decisions early on. That will change at some point.
Oh, yeah, it will change. And occasionally those decisions are going to backfire. Not because it's the wrong decision, just because on occasion the players aren't going to come through the way you expect them to, or the way you want them to, or the way the numbers say they should. And that's when the test of a manager really begins. When you start getting second guessed by the fans and the talk show radio and some of the members of the media. As long as your own players aren't second guessing you. And so far it sounds like the Cardinals are very happy with their new skipper. A very relaxed atmosphere. And once again, it's hard not to be relaxed when you're playing good baseball.
Mike would be the first to tell you, you win with good players, and they've got a lot of good ones. And a couple banged up on the DL. Not only Lance Berkman, but Chris Carpenter. Alan Craig, key guy last year's out with a right knee injury. Scott Linebrink. And a big cut and a miss by Furcal for the strikeout. Hey fans, next time you want to catch a Cubs game, head to StubHub, where you'll find the seats you want and the freedom to choose where you want to sit. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Chicago Cubs. For more information, visit Cubs.com/StubHub. Shane Robinson is going to hit for Schumacher.
Very early on, but Shane Robinson has taken to this role as a pinch hitter very nicely for the Cardinals. 3 for 7 on the season with a run driven in.
2-0. Leads the Cardinals in pinch hit at bats. This is his 8th. It's right down the middle on a fastball from Russell. 2-1. James was a 14th round pick in 2007. Laced foul. Three and two with Matt Holliday on deck. Those are those numbers Bob was talking about off the bench. He draws the walk.
Left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Holliday's had a good night, and the out he made was a hard line out to center.
That took a great play by Reed Johnson out there making a shoestring catch on that sinking line drive to retire him.
Rafael Dolis cranking it up in the Cubs bullpen with Lester Strode watching. Lester has about 7 jackets on, it appears.
This is not his first rodeo. Come prepared. You can always take one of them off.
Two and one to Holliday. The Yankees beat the Rangers 7-4 in Arlington tonight. Derek Jeter 4 for 5. His average .411. CC Sabathia went 8 innings to improve to 2-0. Mariano Rivera got his 4th save of the year. It's only the 4th loss for the Rangers. Three and two.
When you lead your league in batting average, team ERA, and make the second fewest errors in the league, figures to lead to that many wins early in the season.
The Rangers were up 5.5 games in the second place team, the A's, starting action tonight. Our AT&T U-verse multi-view. Robinson the runner at first. Full count on the batter Holliday. I'm gonna throw over there. Brewers lead the Astros 6-2 in the bottom of the 6th in Milwaukee. Jed Lowry with a home run for the Astros. Ryan Braun with his 3rd. Slow start for Aramis Ramirez. Even after a 1-for-3 start to the game tonight, he's hitting .167 as Holliday held. That's ball 4.
Well, Holliday was pretty sure he didn't go. He immediately started running out of that batter's box, and it appears he was able to check his swing. James Russell was hoping to get the call.
And hopefully you don't read lips. We're going to have a double switch. Dolis coming in along with Tony Campana. It's a Honda call to the pen. 2 on with 1 out in the 8th. 2-1 St. Louis.
Well. Growing up, we didn't have Uverse. We couldn't record 4 shows at the same time. In my day, you're lucky if you could record 2 shows. And a mom was recording her dumb show and dad was recording his dumb show then. By George, that's all we watched. And we liked it. Today's kids, God, it's so good.
Get Uverse TV for $29 a month for 6 months. AT&T.
Take 40% off all groceries.
Take 40% off your utility bill.
Save 40%
on all gasoline.
We wish.
We wish.
We wish. For a very limited time, all Feldco windows are 40% off.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Let Feldco finance your project with no money down. 40% off all Feldco windows ends soon. So hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
I want to go home.
No, you must stay.
I can't stay here.
But we have a chariot for you.
I don't want a chariot.
It's big and powerful like you, yet nimble and compact like us. And it's luxurious.
Oh.
The entirely new Acura RDX. Intelligently built for the size of your life.
It's a Honda call to the pen. Rookie righty Rafael Dolis will appear in his 7th game tonight. You see the walks to strikeouts. That's the thing you'd like to reverse. Speedy Tony Campana comes into play center as well as part of the double switch.
I don't know that Rafael Dolis will ever be a big-time strikeout pitcher, but he definitely has to cut down on the walks.
2 on for Beltran. Takes the sinker just below the knees. Ball 1. Robinson the lead man at second. Holliday at first. Both walked against James Russell. And a soft liner caught by Castro. Double play easily, as Robinson was already around third when Barney tagged the bag. Inning over. 2-1.
An accident doesn't have to slow you down. With better car replacement, available only with Liberty Mutual Auto Insurance. If your car is totaled, we give you the money for a car 1 model year newer. Visit a local Chicago office for details. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
At the beginning of the day, I knew exactly what would happen to me when I was a cop.
I knew that the bullet would miss.
I knew that I'd go home to my wife.
It was all in the script. But real policemen and firemen, they don't have a script.
The bullet doesn't always miss.
They don't always go home.
The 100 Club helps the families of first responders lost in the line of duty. Your support makes a difference.
Are you ready? Are you gonna get them all right?
Yes.
Okay.
B.
Good. And this?
N.
Yes. And this one is?
P.
Good. And what's this?
Cubs win.
That's right. Cubs win. That's my girl.
We're as obsessed as you are. Sportsnet Central, every night at 6:30, 10, 10:30 midnight on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend. Sportsnet Central, every night at 6:30, 10, 10:30 midnight on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Sportsnet Central update, a very important programming reminder. Game 6 between the Blackhawks and Coyotes, live right now on the CSN main channel. And after the conclusion of the Cubs and Cardinals, the White Sox and A's will switch over from CSN Plus 2 to CSN Plus. We've got you covered on another big night of Chicago sports. Now back to...
Cap, thank you. Another changeup, getting a swing and a miss from a Cubs batter. Jaime Garcia has used that pitch all night, and it's been effective. One strike on Joe Mather. And the new Cardinals center fielder Shane Robinson will make the catch as Mather flies out. One away here in the 8th, still 2-1 St. Louis.
Time to take a look at our Home Depot doing more on defense. That double play to end the top half of the 8th. Nice job by Starlin Castro to time his jump. How many times you see that infielder leave his feet too soon, come back down to the ground, the ball gets over him. But that time Castro timed it perfectly, tosses on to Darwin Barney to complete the double play.
Tony Campana squares to bunt, takes a strike. Appearing in his third consecutive game since being recalled prior to Saturday from Iowa. He started yesterday, and a base hit. I know you got a left-hander on the mound. You've got Yadier Molina behind the plate, Bob, but I think you gotta get Campana moving here, because the Cubs still without an extra base hit.
Really, the determining factor is going to be the kind of lead that Tony Campana can get over there at first base against Jaime Garcia, and the kind of read he can get. Ideally, Tony gets a big enough lead to force Garcia to throw to first base so he can get a look at that pickoff move. Outstanding. That's exactly what you want as a base stealer. You want to see that move to first base, and you want to see a delivery to the plate, and ideally you find something different between the two that allows you to get a good jump.
Campana is so fast. If he goes on first movement in the right spot, even if Garcia throws to first, he could beat that relay throw. Couple of steps before stopping, and DeJesus took a strike.
You can expect Garcia is going to use the slide step when he does deliver the ball to home plate. Something a pitcher can do to counteract that speed at first base. Unload the ball to home plate quickly. That time Garcia picks up that front leg, quickly strides toward home plate. Very tough to get a jump. That's the wild card right there. A guy that has a good step off, pick off move. That time Garcia did not throw the ball to first base, but Cub fans probably familiar with Terry Mulholland, the left-handed pitcher that had a tremendous step off move for a left-handed pitcher. Yadier Molina giving the signs to his pitcher out there on the mound. he's been rubbing the right hand inside the right thigh before he gives signs. That's usually the indicator that he wants. Right there, slide step. And now he's going to give the pitch that he wants Jaime Garcia to throw.
Campana still not running, and a pick to first. Campana back. Well, if the Cardinals were arguing that the Jesus got in the way, Garcia was asking the home plate umpire Tim Cheetah about something. At any rate, 1-2.
Didn't see the sign for the slide step that time. Garcia just may be so programmed. A little bit bigger leg kick that time.
Foul tip. 2 down.
Second baseman number 15, Torrey Barney.
Tailing fastball on that inside corner. Just enough movement to get it underneath the bat of David DeJesus.
Mike Matheny is out to the mound. He's got Mitchell Boggs in the bullpen, and Boggs coming into the game. Garcia was tremendous tonight. The Honda call to the pen. 2 down in the 8th, 2-1 for the visitors.
We'll take 2 chicken pot pie.
The KFC Chunky Chicken Pot Pie. Freshly baked with our signature recipe and loaded with chunks of chicken and vegetables. Try it now, just $3.99.
Classic, man. Yeah, classic.
Popped up towards the stands.
Hey, Joe, can you talk?
Sure.
Your hair, amazing.
Thanks to Head & Shoulders for Men. 4 shampoos that give men game-winning scalp protection, great-looking hair, and confidence.
Head & Shoulders for Men.
The Mazda 3, a top safety pick with uncompromised performance. And now it's even more fuel efficient with available SkyActiv technology. We build Mazdas. What do you drive? Now get the Mazda 3 with 0.9% APR for a limited term.
Want total access to Major League Baseball? Then you need Xfinity and MLB Network. You'll get over 125 live regular season games with live look-ins from around the league, plus 24/7 inside access, so you're there for all of baseball's biggest stories. With Xfinity from Comcast, the best seat in the house is in your house. Sign up for the HD Premier XF Triple Play, or ask about other bundles starting as low as $99 a month for a year. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Call today.
Hey fans, tickets are available now for the 2012 Cubs season, including the next 2 games against the division rival St. Louis Cardinals. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com, call 1-800-THE-CUBS, or visit the Wrigley Field box office.
Another Honda call to the pen. Here's Mitchell Boggs.
Really good numbers for Mitchell Boggs this season, but in a roundabout way, this is a huge favor for the Cubs here. Mitchell Boggs, being a right-handed pitcher, should be much easier for Tony Campana to get a jump over there at first base as opposed to the left-hander Jaime Garcia.
And maybe the biggest favor is just not having to have to face Garcia. He was really good tonight. Campana not running, and a first pitch fastball for strike 1. He was leaning, and he's barely safe. He was going to go. I don't think there's any question.
Yep. He was out into no man's land. Fortunately, Boggs' pickoff attempt to Matt Carpenter at first was a high throw, giving Tony just enough room to get underneath the tag. You see, he has to reach up above the shoulders. By the time he gets the tag down, Campana's on the bag.
Campana not running. 1-1. Cat and mouse here, waiting to see if the Cardinals will pitch out. Because of that strike one, Dale Swain might have thought, well, they may pitch out here. And so Campana was not going.
It's like another pickoff attempt. Only read that one a lot better, able to get back easily.
There he goes this time, and Barney fouls it back to the screen.
Jump that time. It would be tough to throw him out with this kind of jump and his kind of speed, but Darwin Barney saw a pitch up in the zone to his liking, took a shot at it, unfortunately fouled it straight back.
Campana runs again, and Barney fouled it off.
Yeah, with 2 strikes, Darwin no longer has the luxury of taking a pitch and giving Tony an opportunity to steal second base. You've got to swing at anything close to that strike zone. That slider was too close to the outside corner to take.
Campana runs, they pitch out. Ooh. And where's the ball? On the ground. So it looked like the tag was applied. The problem for Tyler Green, he didn't have the ball.
Big time break for the Cubs. Yadier Molina threw a laser beam down there to second base right on the bag, but Campana streaking in. See, that ball never really stayed in the glove.
It's tonight's high-speed action. Don't blink, you'll miss him. They still almost got him.
That actually short hopped into the glove of Tyler Green, which is why he didn't catch it cleanly. And then as Tony comes sliding in, he knocks it further away. Now a base hit.
Meanwhile, 2-2 on Darwin Barney. Campana runs to third. He'll get that bag as the slider missed flowing outside. 3-2. We're going to give you a third. Take it.
Yeah, all the attention paid to Tony Campana at first base. Boggs pays no attention to him at second.
First Cub to reach third since Barney scored in the first inning. And they get on their feet for a 3-2 pitch. He walked him. Here comes Castro. Here we go. A strike. Castro is 3 for 4 versus Mitchell Boggs. All singles.
Castro has been one of the Cubs' most consistent hitters with runners in scoring position this year. 444 on the season, including 4 for 9 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position.
Be interesting to see how Boggs handles him here. The guy on deck, Alfonso Soriano, is 0 for 9 against Boggs with 7 strikeouts. He's had a lot more success against him than Castro, who bounces to short. For call's going to charge, and that's the inning. Boggs pops his mitt as he yells to the heavens after getting out of it. 2-1.
You have adjusted well to life here, Gulliver.
I like it here.
And your chariot?
I love my chariot. It's powerful, spacious.
But not too big.
Just big enough.
And luxurious?
Very. Maybe I should come back.
Probably a good idea, yeah.
The entirely new Acura RDX. Intelligently built for the size of your life.
A little more, and whoa.
Yeah, nice.
Agents, what do we have here?
An Autoboat home. I've only heard about these.
And
we can save them hundreds by combining their Autoboat and home policies, all under Farmers.
Exactly.
Are these legal?
No.
We are insurance.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a Farmers agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
We'll take 2 chicken pot pie.
The KFC Chunky Chicken Pot Pie. Freshly baked with our signature recipe and loaded with chunks of chicken and vegetables. Try it now, just $3.99.
Classic, man.
Yeah, classic.
Popped up towards the stands.
Hey, Joe, can you talk?
Sure.
Your hair, amazing.
Thanks to Head & Shoulders for Men. 4 shampoos that give men game-winning scalp protection, great-looking hair, and confidence.
Head & Shoulders for Men.
It's Chicago Sports News Nightly on Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR. Coming up at midnight, a complete recap of all the day's baseball action, plus highlights and post-game reaction from Game 6 between the Hawks and the Coyotes. Join Chuck Garfien for Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR, tonight at midnight only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Well, we start the ninth. David Freese will lead off for St. Louis. Cubs with a chance. First and third with their best hitter at the plate, but Castro grounded out. And Rafael Dolis continues on. Ball 1 on Freese.
Those are Jason Mott beginning to move around down in that Cardinals bullpen. We'll start throwing in earnest here shortly.
Both clubs with former catchers as closers, Marmol and Mott. And Dolis is a converted position player as well.
That's really where the similarity ends between Marmol and Mott. However, Marmol throws a lot of sliders. Mott throws nothing but fastballs. He'll cut it. He'll try to sink it from time to time, but you're not going to see him try to flip a breaking ball up there to get ahead in the count.
That'll be an infield hit. David Freese, big swing, and he hit it about 30 feet.
Batting next pitcher, Yair Molina.
The old swinging bunt. Boy, what a valuable offensive weapon when you have 2 strikes. That third baseman backs up as deep as he can play. Freese takes a full swing and taps the ball about 40 feet down the third baseline for an infield hit. It took Joe Mather a good 5 or 6 steps just to get to the baseline. That's how deep he was playing at third base with 2 strikes on a right-handed pull hitter.
I want to send out happy 28th birthday wishes to Kevin Marchina from Crown Point, Indiana. Big Cub fan. Hoping his team can come back here in the 9th. Runner goes. Molina with a fly out to right. Freese headed back toward first. The throw there, and plenty of time to double him off. Lost his footing a little bit as he got near second base and did not have time to get back.
Just the way you draw it up. You see Freese on the move. Yadier Molina with a line drive, forcing David DeJesus back a couple of steps. He recovers quickly. Perfect throw on a hop to Jeff Baker to complete the double play.
So the Cubs have bounced into 2 6-4-3 double plays, while the Cardinals have lined into a couple of twin killings. And it's Carpenter, 0 for 1, but has walked twice.
Also like to send a shout out, Len, to Andy Capilano from Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Wrote a nice letter today. Thank you, Andy.
One and two. Soriano comes in, and he will lead off the bottom of the 9th against the Cardinals closer Jason Mott in a 1-run game.
This color is gorgeous.
And it's 70% off. Maybe we could get carpet for Lucy's room, too.
Good call.
At Luna, get 70% off your entire purchase.
773-202. Luna.
Step into the black, a new darker, bolder spice rum from Captain Morgan.
So your seat good? Get the mirrors all adjusted? You can see everything okay? Just stay off the freeways, all right? I don't want you going out on those yet. Just leave your phone in your purse. I don't want you texting.
Daddy, okay?
Okay. There you go. Be careful.
Thanks, Dad.
Call me, but not while you're driving. We knew this day was coming. That's why we bought a Subaru.
Last chance now for the Cubs, who took the lead with a first-inning run but have not scored since. Daniel Descalzo comes in as part of a double switch. He'll play first base. And the new pitcher is hard-throwing right-hander Jason Mott. By the way, in the big leagues, Daniel Descalzo has played a grand total of 2 innings at first base. He's played all the other infield spots. And the first pitch to Soriano is up and in. A Midwesterner by birth from Port Huron, Michigan. Went to high school in New York and later attended Iona College.
I mentioned he doesn't throw breaking balls very often, and why would you? His fastball consistently sits in the mid to upper 90s. He will throw an occasional cutter, try to move it away from the right-handed batter into a lefty. More often than not, you're going to get a 4-seamer up high in the zone with a little smoke on it.
In the playoffs last year, he went a perfect 5 for 5 in save chances. Got the final out in Game 7 versus the Rangers.
Cutter at 92. His 4-seam fastball we've seen already in this game. 97, 98.
Soriano with the most previous experience against Mott. 9 plate appearances, 8 at bats. 2-2. And he struck him out. 98 on the gun.
You mentioned Mott's background as a catcher, converted to a closer, a relief pitcher. Has that short arm delivery that you're used to seeing from a catcher. Doesn't have that long arm stroke out behind his back before delivering the ball to home plate. Catchers are taught when you receive a pitch and try to throw out a runner on the bases, you catch that ball, put it up near your ear, and throw from right there.
Brian LaHare will bat for Jeff Baker.
Number 6, Brian LaHare.
I had a feeling a Cub might connect tonight. This would be the best opportunity. Although Mott gave up 2 homers in 68 innings last year, 1 so far this season. And LaHare with a big swing and a miss. Molina and Mott, it's almost like, let's see who can throw it harder. A little bit away. 2-1.
Brian LaHare has tremendous opposite field power. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. You don't have to pull the ball against Jason Mott. Just get the barrel on it.
He's going to shorten up here on 2-2.
I don't think so.
I don't either. Here it is. Full count. Trying to think who might pinch run for LaHare, if that's a possibility, if he gets on. I think if he gets in scoring position, it would be Jeff Samardzija. Thinking about a Cubs starting pitcher Dale Swain would think about using. Getting ready for another 3-2 pitch.
Tough pitch to get a piece of right there. After working away. Mott comes way inside. LaHare just able to get a piece. Getting a little better look at Jason Mott. He's not coming quite close enough yet to square it up, but he's been able to foul off some tough 97 and 98 mile-an-hour fastballs. That one off the plate a good 4 or 5 inches, but Brian LaHare able to stay alive once again, hoping that Mott's going to make some kind of mistake.
As you said, by and large, Mott doesn't like the soft stuff. He just throws it hard. So if you can time him and get into a count like this, you don't really have to worry about a split or something way off speed.
Nope. You just have to hope he puts it in a location where you can get the barrel of the bat on it. With a hit right there, an elevated fastball, catches a lot of plate, but because of that velocity at 96, Brian just under it a little bit.
Getting ready for the 12th pitch of this at bat.
Another four-seamer.
Ball 4.
Great battle right there. One thing we've learned about Brian LaHare in his short time in the major leagues is he can hit a fastball. He's not afraid to be challenged by Jason Mott or Aroldis Chapman or anybody who throws the ball extremely hard.
Here's Soto with Steve Clevenger now on deck in the pitcher spot. Hasn't closed a ton. He only has 15 career saves. We mentioned how good he was in the postseason last year. 2-0.
I'll tell you, Len, it's unfortunate the Cubs don't have a speedier runner available on the bench, because if you watch Mott as he gets up into his set position, that left foot is pointed toward the shortstop. Very tough for him to spin around and make any kind of a pickoff move to first base.
Ball 4. Tying run now in scoring position. Mike Matheny is going to jog out and talk it over with Mott and Molina. Nobody up in the Cardinal bullpen.
I really think that Brian LaHare at bat took a lot out of Mott. He was out there just flame throwing as hard as he could let it go. Ultimately walked LaHare, then tried to throw a series of cutters to Giovanni Soto. Couldn't get any of them close to the zone.
I don't know if I'd call Steve Clevenger the secret weapon, but he is 3 for 3 lifetime as a pinch hitter. And he is 10 for 16 against right-handed pitching this season.
And he's perfectly capable of shooting those outside pitches to the opposite field. We've seen him do that on numerous occasions this year.
Five straight misses by Jason Mott. Who, by the way, has never allowed an earned run to the Cubs. This is his 25th career appearance against the Cubs. And a strike, 1-1. He has absolutely dominated the Cubs since coming to the big leagues. One to Clevenger. Good cut. 1-2. There's Mather on deck. Tying run at second. That's Brian LaHare. The winning run now at first, and Giovanni Soto. Not hit very hard. The throw will go to first. It goes 3-1 to Scalzo to Mott. So you have second and third, 2 outs, and Joe Mather coming up.
Like a cutter that time from Mott. Just got in enough on Clevenger. He rolls over the top. Moves both runners into scoring position here with 2 outs for Joe Mather. Another good fastball hitter.
The scenario now is if Mott gets Mather, Cardinals win. But if Mather can pick up a base hit to the outfield, the Cubs might win. Second and third with 2 outs. Strike 1. The kick, the 0-1, strike 2. Now they're able to hold up on a pitch way out of the strike zone.
It's tough for a hitter to catch up to a 98-mile-an-hour heater. It's also tough for a catcher to catch up to it when you miss your spot as badly as Mott did that time. Cutter away.
If Mathers should walk, Tony Campana would bat with the bases loaded. Two balls, 2 strikes. A tight one here at Wrigley. And the pitch. Ground ball, base hit. LaHair is in. Soto will score. Cubs win. Cubs win. Joe Mather with a game-ending 2-run single. And we just voted on our GMC player of the game.
Guess who? Well, I really think some of those battling at bats, especially by Brian LaHair, took something out of Jason Mott. He hung a cut fastball over the middle of the plate to Joe Mather. Good piece of two-strike hitting, goes right back up the middle of the field for the game winner.
So the Cubs able to hang in there. And they get the win on the Mather walk-off single. Rafael Dolis gets the win. Let's go down to Luke Stuckmeyer standing by with the hero.
Thank you, Len. Joe, walk us through that at bat and how's it feel to do it against that team?
Feels amazing. I had a lot of good years over there, but I'm here now, and feels good to kind of show them. Maybe they shouldn't have got rid of me, but I love being a Cub. Sorry, I don't know. It's
sorry about that.
That's all right. No heads up whatsoever.
It was a slider he threw you?
Yeah, a little slider. He throws so hard, and you got to give a lot of credit to Brian LaHair, Giovanni Soto. Those guys had amazing at-bats and really set the tone for me, and he just left something over the plate.
LaHair took 12 pitches in that at-bat. How does that set you up a couple batters later?
It's amazing. He put a lot of pressure on Jason and made him throw more pitches than he normally would.
That was Matt Garza got him.
Brian doesn't have that at bat. We don't win that game. He started off. Holy cow.
You may never do one of these interviews again.
I know. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Big win. Joe Mather, the big hit. Garza had a great start. Len will send it back up to you.
And Luke, Rafael Dolis gets his first major league win. Joe Mather with the big hit. Always good to beat the Cardinals, especially when a former Cardinal gets it done. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage from here at the ballpark for Bob and our entire CSN crew. Len Casper saying so long from Wrigley. The final score, a thriller tonight. The Cubs 3, the Cardinals 2. We're back here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for Game 2 against St. Louis. After a quick timeout, we'll join Hawk and Steve in Oakland, where the White Sox and A's are in progress. You've been watching Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, now part of the NBC Sports Group.
This lets us know every time someone takes home a new Nissan.
Every minute, someone buys a new Nissan. It's no wonder when you're named the country's most innovative car company. And they'll be going really fast during Nissan's Sale a Minute event with a $179 lease on Altima or a $209 lease on Rogue. Event ends soon. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Hurry in to your local Nissan dealer.
Not a minute too soon.
Honey, this is the one.
Yeah, that's... Whoa. Whoa is right. It's got larger capacity for more storage. Wow. Check out this great brushed silver exterior. Shiny. Can't you just feel the cold? I can. You really want to experience cold? Oh, yeah. Crack this baby open. I will.
The Coors Light Silver Bullet aluminum pints. The mountains let you see it's cold. The bottle lets you feel the cold. The wide mouth lets you taste the cold.
Joe? Joseph.
What? Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Want total access to Major League Baseball? Then you need Xfinity and MLB Network. You'll get over 125 live regular season games with live look-ins from around the league, plus 24/7 inside access, so you're there for all of baseball's biggest stories. With Xfinity from Comcast, the best seat in the house is in your house. Sign up for the HD Premier XF Triple Play or ask about other bundles starting as low as $99 a month for a year. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Call today.
Hey, buddy. Where's your new bike?
Huh?
Your bike.
I traded it.
You traded it? For what? Honey?
Helpful steps for parents can help. Take the first step today at BMO Harris Bank.
Cubs Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Nissan. Get to a Nissan dealer for great deals on innovation you can count on. Innovation for all. Xfinity. Your home for the most live sports. Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Midas. For brakes, oil changes, and tires. Trust the Midas touch. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Honda. Visit your local Chicagoland Honda dealer for more information on current offers.
We now join our regularly scheduled program already in progress.
Here's Alexei. Alexei 0 for 2. Last time up line hard to center.